Tesla has been at the forefront of transitioning the world to sustainable energy. CEO and founder Elon Musk has proven that electric vehicles can outperform gasoline cars without compromise. This has led to a major shift, forcing the entire industry to begin working on electric cars, especially as Tesla has become a threat to the continued dominance of the internal combustion engine, as the EV pioneer now produces 2/3 of all electric vehicles sold in the United States. Tesla believes that the faster the world stops relying on fossil fuels, the better. And this fundamental reason for Elon Musk's interest in electric cars stems from the fact that the world will eventually run out of non-renewable sources, causing civilization to crumble when there's an inevitable decline in oil production. However, by moving to highly efficient battery-powered vehicles and using solar generation plus battery storage, Tesla is proving that it's on the path to having a long-term impact on sustainability and on climate change. As per Tesla's 2020 Impact Report, after just 5,300 miles of driving, a Tesla Model 3 surpasses an equivalent combustion engine vehicle in lifetime emissions. And this aims to improve even further as vehicles become more efficient and even as the grid becomes greener over time. In 2020, Tesla was estimated to have saved 5 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalents, and since then, Tesla has more than doubled its annual vehicle production, selling over 1 million electric vehicles in the past 12 months. Arguably, the steps that Tesla has taken, combined with Elon Musk's leadership, driving the entire industry forward, will be one of the most monumental shifts to sustainability that the world has ever seen. Tesla's valuation has spiked to over $1 trillion, reflecting the early innings of the work that they have done so far. Yet recently, we've learned that the billionaire Microsoft founder Bill Gates, seemingly a massive investor in clean tech companies, is betting against Elon Musk with a gigantic $500 million short position in Tesla. In a leaked set of text messages, Elon Musk confronts Bill Gates about a short position in his company. The messages start off with Bill Gates trying to arrange a time with Elon Musk to discuss philanthropic possibilities. Elon asks him, "Do you still have a $500 million short position against Tesla?" And Bill Gates responds, "Sorry to say I haven't closed it out. I would like to discuss philanthropic possibilities." And Elon declines, saying, "Sorry, but I cannot take your philanthropy on climate change seriously when you have a massive short position against Tesla, the company doing the most to solve climate change." After the messages were leaked, Elon Musk later tweeted that he wasn't the one who leaked them and that he had heard from multiple people at his recent TED Talk interview that Bill Gates still had a short bet against Tesla. Now, this interaction is clearly hypocritical, as Bill Gates claims to be a huge proponent of the clean energy space. He's invested billions of dollars into green energy startups, including starting Breakthrough Energy, a VC fund backed by multiple billionaires, whose Catalyst program describes itself as a program to demonstrate how we finance, produce, and buy the new solutions that will underpin a low-carbon economy. Some of the investments here include food and agriculture long shots, such as finding alternatives to palm oil, as well as other risky investments, such as hydrogen-powered planes. It's not clear that even if these investments were to be a success, how much they would impact climate change. Bill Gates is also a backer of the publicly traded QuantumScape, for example, that does research about solid-state lithium metal batteries for EVs, and plans to commercialize them in 3 to 4 years' time. The company Redwood Materials, formed by J.B. Straubel, the co-founder of Tesla, is also one of the companies being backed by Breakthrough Energy. Now, this isn't to say that these investments are bad or are not important, but while many of these startups have yet to prove their own viability, not to mention their environmental impact, Tesla is currently producing vehicles at scale and aims to grow even faster to blanket the planet with electric vehicles and battery/solar products over the next 10 to 15 years, which will multiply its impact globally. It's one of the most promising chances that we have today to overcome the climate crisis. Elon Musk also believes that this can be done with the current lithium-ion battery technology. They just need massive scale, but no real breakthroughs are required. He's also said multiple times that he's optimistic that climate issues will be resolved and will be much better off over the coming years. On the contrary, however, Bill Gates has written a book called How to Avoid a Climate Disaster: The Solutions We Have and the Breakthroughs We Need. The book covers concepts of implementing green technologies to reduce greenhouse gases by 2050. It outlines changes to government policies, pricing carbon, and changing behavior. This is great, but is minuscule and further out into the future compared to the tangible progress that a company like Tesla has already made and continues to accelerate. Not to mention that in a day and age where people are upset and confused about having Elon Musk remove money from his innovative, value-creating, climate change reversing companies and apply it as taxes toward excessive government spending, here we have Bill Gates, who has done a complete 180 and is actually betting against the company doing the most for the environment. While Elon Musk's conversation with Bill Gates confirms that he was and is still shorting $500 million worth of Tesla, there has been talk of this for at least a year and a half. Back in February 2021, in an interview with Bloomberg, Gates was asked if he was shorting Tesla. He responded, "I think Tesla is an amazing company. I wish I'd owned or been more on the long side, but it's great. I have lots of relatives that own Teslas that I helped buy for them, so nothing but positive thoughts about Tesla and its role." But his statement does allude to the likelihood that he was on the short side of Tesla. Now, it's not the first time that Elon Musk has disagreed with Bill Gates publicly. Back in August of 2020, Gates published a blog post stating that even with big battery breakthroughs, electric vehicles such as semi-trucks, cargo ships, and jets will probably never be practical. He believes different solutions are needed for heavy, long-haul vehicles, to which Elon Musk replied in a tweet that Gates has no clue what he's talking about. Of course, Tesla has been on the forefront of an electric truck, the Tesla Semi, which is only produced in limited volume today, but aims to scale up next year. It's interesting that Bill Gates is on the bandwagon that this isn't at all attainable, even though Tesla has this capability today. Now, it's possible that Bill Gates began shorting Tesla around the end of 2020 or even earlier, since his Bloomberg interview where he all but admitted that he was shorting Tesla occurred at the beginning of 2021. There's also the Joe Rogan interview with Elon Musk that occurred around this time as well, where Elon stated that friends of his who knew the situation well confirmed to him that Gates has a huge short position in Tesla that didn't work out too well. At that time, Tesla stock was near $400 per share, but currently resides at just over $1,000. This would mean that Bill Gates could already have experienced a 151% decline, losing more than his original investment. Tesla shares had their historic run-up in the 2019-2020 timeframe, so if he began shorting even earlier, he would be down significantly more. Even just this year, Tesla dipped to a low of $750 per share, but this didn't motivate Bill Gates to cover his position. And by the way, stop using Yahoo Finance, stop using Google Finance, and have a look at our website, themarketisopen.com, where we have instant stock quotes and financial data going back 10 years, and it's all freely available. Now, for someone as informed and at the forefront of technology as Bill Gates, it's also interesting that in February of 2020, he purchased the Porsche Taycan. While he's said to be a huge fan of Porsche, he's later quoted in the interview with MKBHD saying that electric cars aren't there yet in terms of range, and he mentions price needing to come down as well. Gates appears to be out of touch with the consumer here, since the Taycan, starting at $185,000 with just 200 miles of range, costs about twice as much and has half the range of the Tesla Model S, a vehicle that interviewer Marques Brownlee drives. Even the Tesla Model 3, the most affordable Tesla, has more range than the vehicle Bill Gates purchased, but at a fraction of the price. Elon Musk, seemingly insulted by this, took to Twitter saying that his conversations with Bill Gates have been underwhelming, to be honest. And that brings us to today, where Elon Musk was recently interviewed by Axel Springer and stated that it's actually very hard to give money away effectively. He says, "I care about reality, perception be damned," meaning that he's more interested in actually solving problems and helping people rather than just giving money somewhere for publicity and hoping that it eventually gets to the people that need it. If anything, Elon Musk's companies, Tesla, SpaceX, Boring Company, and Neuralink, already have significant benefits to humanity and will continue to do so for many years. However, it's possible that Bill Gates reached out to Elon to help find areas that need further investment, which is how this $500 million short sale conversation resulted. Elon Musk mocked Bill Gates' hypocrisy on Twitter for shorting Tesla and at the same time claiming to support climate change action. Now, looking closer at Bill Gates' short position, at this point, it may actually be a good thing for Tesla, since if the shares rise, Gates will have to cover eventually, which could lead to a short squeeze. Tesla no longer depends on its stock price for survival in terms of raising cash, and so shares trading hands doesn't really affect the company. If anything, this knowledge could boost employee motivation to work harder and further crush short sellers of the company. But overall, it is a real shame that Bill Gates, who many respect, is shorting one of the most innovative and pro-environment companies out there. So why do you think Bill Gates decided to short Tesla, and how will this trade play out now that the cat is out of the bag? Please hit the like button and subscribe. We would really appreciate that. And a huge shout out to all of our patrons that help to support our channel. Your support helps us to continue to make great content. Thank you guys so much for watching.